Hey everyone, Andrews here with another Black Desert video. Today we're going to take a look at the new Woosa Awakening skills. This is the pre-release version, so things may change when they get to live this week. If anything changes, I'll make another video detailing the differences with the build I was able to test on today. As always, I'm going to go over each skill. I'm going to tell you what they do, show you what they look like, and at the end I'll talk more about what I think about the class. First up, we have the E buff for Woosa Awakening. You gain AP, you gain DP and crit rate. Nothing too crazy here like we saw with Succession Woosa, so just a standard E buff in my opinion. Next up, we have a 1-minute cooldown skill that is a general support ability for Woosa Awakening. It will increase the HP and mana recovery for yourself and allies for 30 seconds. This is nice to have for any group PvP situation. The basic attack for Woosa Awakening again is nothing special, lets you regain some mana, and that's pretty much it. However, your RMB skill is on a 3-second cooldown, has a knockback CC, and has a flower summon. The flower summon is similar to that of the petal summon Succession Megu has in her kit. You'll see this a lot in Woosa Awakening skills, this flower summon ability. You can also move laterally with RMB using this skill. Down F is a movement skill that deals some damage, deals a movement debuff, and is a super armor skill. What makes this skill interesting is the ability to cast it a second time with full protection if you cast it within 10 seconds of your first cast. You can also spam the skill if you want, but after that second cast, it will no longer have super armor protection. I apologize for not having the English names of these skills. I'll have the tooltips so you can see the icons at least, but the test server build is only in Korean for some reason. Some things are in English, that helps us, but for the most part, I'm relying on translations to see what some of the effects do. So moving on, down E is a semi-protected skill with a PvE vacuum on the first 2 hits, HP regen on the first 2 hits, stiffness CC before the attack, and floating CC on the first attack, forward guard on the last 2 hits, and an AP debuff on all good hits. A lot of things going on with this skill. It does have a slow windup that can be cancelled with any other skill or dash, and it also has really good range. The flow for this skill actually links with a few other skills, but is protected forward guard before the attack hits, and is a floating CC on good hits. It is fairly quick and has good range. Down LMB is an unprotected range skill with an AP buff for 10 seconds, stiffness CC on the first hit, and down smash on the second hit. It moves you back slightly and can be spanned from range. It gains forward guard if you choose to take its core upgrade. Core upgrades, or BON as some call it, is a modifier you can choose for a single awakening skill. Usually it adds protection or CC to that skill. Your F skill is a kick animation skill with knockdown CC. It gains forward guard if you choose to take its core upgrade. This skill is very good when linked with other movement skills like Tigerfly from pre-awakening. Tigerfly actually seems to link with a lot of these awakening skills and allows you to move into opponents fairly quickly. WE is a long-range, hard-hitting skill with super armor. It deals a DP debuff on hits and gains stun CC on the first hit if you choose to take its core upgrade. The flow for WE, another long-range super armor skill that links with a few abilities. It has a down smash as well, one of the best looking skills in the kit. Shift LMB is a high damage, medium range skill with forward guard. It has 100% crit rate and gains bound CC on the third hit if you choose to take its core upgrade. This skill can be cancelled with a dash and links with the WE flow skill. Shift E is one of the most interesting skills in your kit. It's a slow casting mid-range AoE skill with high damage, stun CC on the first hit, forward guard on the second and third hits, massive HP recovery on the third hit, and it will mark up to 3 enemies with a flower icon. These enemies will then explode with high damage after 5 seconds, no matter where they are. This is summon damage as well, so high accuracy on hits. You also gain forward guard protection throughout the entire skill if you choose to take its core upgrade. Shift E has a flow that will deal high damage and has a forward guard protection throughout. Shift E in general is also your 100% BSR skill. This deals stiffness, stun, and floating CC on good hits with high damage. Down RMB is an unprotected long-range summon skill. The summon damage has stun CC on hits. This skill can be cancelled with your dash and other skills. Down RMB has a flow that will add a summon hit to 2 other abilities, your F kick being one of them, and your down E skill. WRMB is a long-range unprotected skill with crit rate buff for 5 seconds, and a summon hit that deals knockdown CC on good hits. It can be dash cancelled for a faster animation. Shift RMB is a long-range unprotected skill with a summon hit that deals knockdown CC on good hits. The flow for Shift RMB adds additional damage from range with more summon hits, this time dealing bounce CC on good hits. This skill also links with WRMB if you hold down the RMB after the cast. And lastly, the Shift F skill is a high damage mid-range skill with super armor protection. It has 20% movement, attack, and cast speed debuff for 5 seconds on good hits. It is also a down smash. Those are all the Woosa Awakening skills so far. We still need the BSR skills for 10%, 25%, and 50% BSR, and we're missing the Abyssal Magna skills for Succession and Awakening still. But from my very first impression, this class looks to be a lot more ranged than what it seemed in the trailer. The cast speed by itself is going to be slow if you don't properly chain the skills, which was the case for Succession Woosa when she released. So in that sense, I like the feel of the class. I like that it makes you think about how you will link your skills. It rewards you for movement and placement. A lot of the large AoE skills from Succession can be instant cast from Awakening as well, and there are ways to come back into Awakening stance very easily. There is a lot of CC in this kit, but of course at the expense of protection. Not a lot of protection with Woosa Awakening. The upside is your dashes are still usable in Awakening stance, and they are iframe super armor hybrid dashes with very low cooldowns. The butterfly step skill is especially good in Awakening, and the tigerfly link brings back the block jump style from Succession with more meaningful CC and damage with the Awakening kit. We will see if PvE and PvP damage gets tweaked before launch, but more than likely if the PvE damage that they're seeing in testing is lacking, they will buff the PvE damage for launch this Wednesday, and if PvP damage is too high, expect some nerfs before this release. For now, I'll go back to do some more testing and see what I can come up with in terms of combos and see how it does in PvE, but so far the class is really fun to use, the range is crazy, and some of these animation links are deceptively fast. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about the class from the skill preview in the comments. Expect more Woosa Awakening uploads throughout the week, and as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.